Hi students, welcome to the video lecture 8 on the topic laminar and turbulent flow. So in the previous class we have studied the minor energy loss, that is first one, sudden expansion of the pipe. So in the today's class we will study all these remaining minor energy losses, that is sudden contraction of the pipe, loss of head at the entrance of the pipe, loss of head at the exit of the pipe. Next one is loss of head due to bend in the pipe. Last one, loss of head due to various pipe fittings. So let us first study loss of head due to sudden contraction. So this is the larger diameter pipe. Loss of the sudden contraction means the diameter of the pipe changes from larger diameter to the smaller diameter. Sudden contraction means. So this is the larger diameter of the pipe, you can see here, and this is my smaller diameter of the pipe. So I have written here, let section 1 be the cross section of the larger diameter of the pipe, and whereas cross section 2 be the cross section area of the pipe of the smaller diameter pipe. That means section 1 is the cross section of the pipe before contraction, and section 2 of the pipe is after the contraction of the pipe. See here, the flow is taking place from the left to the right, that is from larger diameter pipe to the smaller diameter pipe. Flow is taking place in this direction. So whereas pressure P1 is acting on the cross sectional area A1 of the pipe, and whereas pressure P2 is acting on the cross sectional area 2 of the pipe, it is acting opposite to the direction of the flow. So here in the sudden contraction of the pipe, see here, as the liquid flows from larger diameter pipe to the smaller diameter pipe, this area of flow goes on decreasing here. The area of flow goes on decreasing and it becomes minimum in the smaller diameter pipe. As the liquid flows from larger diameter pipe to the smaller diameter pipe, the area of flow, see this is the area of flow, the area of flow goes on decreasing and it becomes minimum at one point. And this minimum cross-sectional area of the flow, it is called as section CC. And this section CC, it is called as the vena contracta. That is, AC is indicated by area of flow at section CC. The section CC is only called as the vena contracta. So again you can see here, after section CC, then again sudden enlargement of the flow takes place, and again from here the fluid flows fully through the pipe. You can observe here, after section CC, again the fluid flows like this way, and again the fluid is flowing fully through the pipe. That means loss of head due to sudden contraction is actually due to sudden enlargement from the vena contracta to the smaller diameter pipe. I will repeat the sentence here. See here. The loss of head due to sudden contraction is actually due to sudden enlargement from the vena contracta, sudden enlargement of the flow from the vena contracta to the smaller diameter pipe. You can see here, sudden enlargement of the flow takes place from this vena contracta to the smaller diameter pipe here. So let AC is equals to area of flow at section CC. The section CC is called as the vena contracta, where VC will be the velocity of flow at section CC, where HC is the loss of head due to sudden contraction. Now, as I have explained here, the same here it is written here, the actual loss of head due to sudden HC is equals to actual loss of head due to sudden enlargement from section CC to section 2 to here. So we are bothered about only here section CC and section 2 to here. That means here from section CC to section 2 to sudden enlargement of the flow takes place here. So that equation only we are using now here. The same equation I have written here. See here, sudden HC. I have written here, HC is equals to actual loss of head due to sudden enlargement from section CC to section 2 to. I have used here HC is equals to, I have used here equation of sudden enlargement. So sudden enlargement, how you have written the equation? V1 minus V2 whole bracket square divided by 2G. Here V1 is VC here. That means from vena contracta to area, cross-sectional area A2 of the pipe, from here, from C section pipe to 2 section of the pipe, second section of the pipe, the flow is taking place here. That means I have written here VC minus V2 whole bracket square divided by 2G. So this numerator VC minus V2 whole bracket square I have elaborated here. You can see here VC, this equation is in the form A minus B whole bracket square. That is VC square plus V2 square minus 2VC into V2 divided by 2G. I have kept as it is here. So here I have written all the equations separately. That is VC square divided by 2G, V2 square divided by 2G minus 2VC V2 divided by 2G. So here from this equation I have written this equation. That means V2 square divided by 2G I have taken common here. In the bracket, this is VC divided by V2 minus 1 whole bracket square. So if I will simplify this equation and after multiplying with this equation, I am going to get this equation only, same. This equation I have written the equation in this form. So how I have written this equation? I have written here the steps. So again from continuity equation we have AC VC is equals to A2 V2. We are considering only the vena contracta and the section 2 of the pipe, that is smaller diameter pipe. So with this equation I will write VC divided by V2, VC divided by V2 is equals to A2 divided by AC. The same equation I will write in this form, 1 divided by AC divided by A2 I will write. If I will take this to the numerator, my equation will be same like this only. 1 divided by AC divided by A2, I have written the equation in this form, whereas AC divided by A2 is given by CC, that is coefficient of contraction, whereas CC is given by AC divided by A2. Now therefore this VC divided by V2 is equals to 1 divided by CC. So this VC divided by V2 is equals to 1 divided by CC. This equation I will put in this equation here now, where HC is given by V2 square divided by 2G I have kept as it is. VC divided by V2 I have replaced it by 1 divided by CC minus 1 whole bracket square. Whereas this 1 divided by CC minus 1 whole bracket square, that will be equals to K. It is K. That means K is equals to 1 divided by CC minus 1 whole bracket square. So therefore this entire equation is replaced by K here now. How I will write now? HC is equals to K into V2 square divided by 2G, where HC is given by, I have written the equation here. So this is the equation how to calculate the loss of head due to sudden contraction. You have to remember these formulas. If the value of, see here now, if the value of CC is assumed to be equal to 0.62, I will substitute the value of CC here, where K equal to 1 divided by CC, that is 0.62 minus 1 whole bracket square. So this value will be equals to 0.375. That means HC is equals to 0.375 into V2 square divided by 2G. This is my standard value. If the value of CC is not given, if the value of this CC is not given, then the head loss due to sudden contraction is directly taken as HC is equals to 0.5 V2 square divided by 2G. That means velocity at section 2 of the pipe. HC is equals to 0.5 V2 square divided by 2G. So this equation you have to remember if the value of Cc is not given in the problem. If the value of Cc is given, then we will substitute that value here. We will calculate the value of K, and then that value will substitute here K. If otherwise, then directly we will put the value of K as 0.5 V2 square divided by 2G is my final expression. So now next we will study loss of head at the entrance of the pipe. That means, let me read here. This is the loss of energy which occurs when a liquid enters a pipe which is connected to a large tank or a reservoir. If the pipe is connected to a tank or a reservoir, so from the tank, when the liquid enters the pipe, at the beginning only, there whatever the losses are going to take place, that is called as the loss of head at the entrance of the pipe. And this loss is similar to the loss of head due to sudden contraction, which is given by HI. That is, HI indicates entrance of the pipe. 0.5 V square divided by 2G. Here we will call here V square divided by 2G, because it is at the entrance of the pipe. This is not related to any section of the pipe here, just V square divided by 2G. So depending on the situation of the problem, we are going to use this, where V is the velocity of the liquid in the pipe. We have to remember this also. Loss of head at the entrance of the pipe is given by HI is equals to 0.5 V square divided by 2G. Next we'll study loss of head at the exit of the pipe. So this is the loss of head or energy due to velocity of the liquid at the outlet of the pipe, which is dissipated either in the form of free jet or it is lost in the tank or reservoir. Which is dissipated either in the form of free jet means if the outlet of the pipe is free. So here the water enters at the inlet of the pipe, and at the other end of the pipe, if the liquid is outlet of the pipe is free, that means it is flowing in the form of free jet, then we are going to call it as the loss of the head at the exit of the pipe. Or if that pipe is connected to another tank or the reservoir, if the outlet of the pipe is connected to tank or reservoir, then this loss, how we will calculate that? HO is equals to, HO means H naught, that is loss of head at the exit of the pipe, which is given by V square divided by 2G. This also we have to remember. So these formulas we have to remember because we are going to use these formulas in the problems. Next one is the loss of head due to bend in the pipe. So whenever there is any bend in the pipe, the velocity of flow changes due to separation of the flow from the boundary and formation of eddies takes place. Thus some energy is lost, where loss of head due to bend in pipe is given by HV is equals to K into V square divided by 2G, where K is nothing but it is the coefficient of the bend. So if this value is given, we will consider it in the problems. If the bend is not given, then we will not use this loss of head due to bend in the pipe. Next one is loss of head in the various pipe fittings such as walls, couplings, etc. It is also expressed in the similar form, where HP, that is loss of head due to various pipe fittings, that is HP is given by K into V square divided by 2G. Same formula, where K is coefficient of the pipe fitting. So if in the problems, if the bend is included, if any valve is included, then we are using these formulas. Otherwise we will not use these formulas.